Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff, and it should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't playing right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City. To throw, it's Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is. NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want good points. Most quarterbacks would tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments.
He's got a man, complete, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there, 46 yards. And the 49ers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So a sensational return there on special teams. A foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he finds his man, Sky Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Purdy will look to throw again here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Here's Purdy. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles. Stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. Right back to him on first down. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 49ers' 6-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Touchdown! Sky Moore from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 6 yards left on second down. Mahomes going to throw. In the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here's McLeod on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a 1st down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. He's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. But he lost 6 there on the first down play. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Mahomes now on first down. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense is getting...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And out come the Chiefs now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. If they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
At the 37-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On first down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw on target to James. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Mahomes now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways, he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Travis Kelsey. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he fields it cleanly. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
And the Niners are pouring it on.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, room here to run. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have the nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A little juke, and they work this well upfield across the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They go play action here. Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Purdy.
And he wisely will throw that one away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Purdy off the play fake.
Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Pass complete to Moore.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And again, it's Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Mahomes now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, the Green Bay Packers got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again McCaffrey, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
From 4 yards out.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy now to throw.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. 28 yards.
And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Purdy.
And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now the Niner offense is back on the field, and they're going to try for 2 here.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 27, Mahomes, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident.
Inside the 35. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 73 yards.
And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy, that ball caught, Brandon Ayuk, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And quickly, they get to the line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
They go play action here. Purdy.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes
finding more on the out route for the completion.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 39, Mahomes.
Going to be caught here, left side, Moore.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Complete to Richie James.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Who find ways.
Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. And now here's another interception. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw on target to James.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now the Niner offense is back on the field, and they're going to try for 2 here.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is fielded at the 27. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And this is incomplete.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Play action. Now Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel
from 8 yards out.
And the 49ers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Mahomes now on first down. James has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 64 yards.
And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's James. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
And again, it's Mahomes.
Quickly to Kelsey.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. On 1st down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's James.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Purdy off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance